What's going on, everybody? Matt Steinman here, internet marketing entrepreneur with Armor Marketing. Today is day number 3 of starting a successful blog with WordPress. You should have completed day number 1 and day number 2, obviously. There's a couple things that you are going to need. Probably only one thing. You're going to need your domain name, and you're also going to need your wallet because we're going to be spending some money today. Not a lot, but this is essential, obviously, to get started with your WordPress blog. So I've created another document for you to kind of walk through. We're going to walk through it very quickly here. Pretty straightforward. So again, you're going to need a couple things. Domain name from day number 2. You should have already gone through those exercises and picked a domain name that you can live with over the next 10 years. And your wallet. So the first thing here, if you want to reference, I wrote an article probably a couple weeks ago on the benefits of managed WordPress hosting. So you can read that if you want, just to kind of get an idea of what is involved in hosting. But I'm going to try and make this as simple as possible for you. So the first thing we're going to do is register your domain from the domain you picked yesterday. It's basically your URL. It's the address. It's your address on the internet. So there's a couple different recommendations here. Google Domains is one, which is the one I prefer. It's easy. The user interface is simple to use. You also can register at Bluehost and Namecheap. At Bluehost and Namecheap, you can also host your site. But for some reason, I've never used those. I always use Google Domains just because, if you do switch hosting providers down the road, like if you use Bluehost, which is a cheaper version, and I'll get into that in a second here. But migrating your registration from one host to another is just a pain in the butt. That's why I like to use kind of the third-party Google Domains. So depending on what hosting provider I'm using, I can switch around if I need to. So Google Domains, let me jump into that really quick here. So you click on that, we'll open up Google Domains. Let's just search for a domain, and I can kind of show you. I think let's do this, mypettraining.com, and see if it's available. I'm going to guess it's not. So mypettraining.com is unavailable. Obviously up here, I added it to my cart in a previous video. So here it is, mypettraining.net I chose. It's $12 a year. This privacy protection, leave it on, auto renew on. Some other hosting or registration providers charge extra for this privacy protection. That's also another reason why I like Google Domains. And it's super simple. As you can see, you check out, it's $12 a year. Bluehost and Namecheap are sometimes a little bit cheaper. It depends on the domain name. If it's a premium domain, obviously you're going to pay a lot more money for it. But I think domain registration at Namecheap is usually like $8, $9. But again, I'd rather pay the extra $3 and use Google Domains just because it's simple. So that's registering your domain. The next is choosing a hosting provider. So again, there's plenty of hosting providers. You can do your own research. If you wanna, there's a lot of different plans, a lot of different features that different hosting providers use. I've been with WP Engine, which is one of the premier WordPress hosting providers for like 8+ years now. Never had an issue with them, so I always recommend them. It's a little bit more expensive, but again, you get what you pay for. So there's an offer here to get 4 free months with WP Engine, which expires October 31st. They usually have deals throughout the year, but this is their Halloween special right now. Obviously, if you're watching this video after Halloween, there's going to be a different offer there. And then the other one is Bluehost. So Bluehost is super cheap. I've heard of people kind of switching over from Bluehost once they get up and running. So you're going to have to pick and choose which, if you want to spend a little bit more money and get premier customer support and a super fast website, because performance is important. I would choose WP Engine. So let me just jump right into WP Engine here just to kind of show you the different plans they have. So using that link, This will give you the Halloween through October 31st, the special. If not, let's see here. Of course, it's going to go super slow. Let me click on the Bluehost one here too, so I can show you kind of the comparison if it loads here. Not quite sure what's going on. All right, welcome back, guys. Had a little tech issue here, so let's jump on into the WP engine. We're gonna let this load here again. Gonna redirect you, and I'm also gonna open up the Bluehost one as well. So let's jump over to the WP engine. So this is the offer that you're gonna get when you click on that link. So as you can see here, you're probably just gonna use the startup for now. It's $28 a month. Again, it's a little bit more expensive, but it's one of the best WordPress hosting providers around. They're only WordPress, so they're specialized in WordPress. So you can see included for free Genesis framework. There's all this stuff. There's different environments for development, staging, and production. SSL certificates, all this stuff. Everything you need is right there. So again, it's $28 a month, a little bit more of a premium price, but again, you get what you pay for. Bluehost, as you can see here, it's starting at $3.95 a month. So there's a little bit of a price differential there. So depending on your budget, you can choose whichever one that you want. So on to the last section here, which is installing a WordPress theme. So there's some technicalities to kind of installing the WordPress theme. We're not going to get into that. This is kind of a 30,000 foot view of, you know, starting a WordPress blog. So hopefully maybe I'll provide a video on installing WordPress themes down the road, but there's probably a gazillion of them on YouTube that you can go search. So again, there's free and there's paid themes. The free ones, again, you get what you pay for. I don't typically recommend those. I would choose a premium, a paid theme. Just a quick note here that you can see in the document here. If you do sign up with WP Engine, you get 35 additional premium themes through StudioPress, which let's jump over to StudioPress and I'll show you their themes. Let's set up the redirect here. And so they're actually a partner. WP Engine and StudioPress they partnered up to kind of bring this offer together. So you can see it's over down here, it's over a $2,000 value. So if you want to come in here and shop for individual themes, you can do that as well. You can buy, you know, individual themes. So these are like $130 per theme, but you can get the entire package for free through WP Engine. So let's just so this is kind of a food pro theme, it's called. Again, it's $130. You can come in here and do a live demo, just kind of see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like on desktop. You know, maybe your iPhone down here at the bottom. Kind of everything is mobile responsive. Obviously, it's super fast. It's set up on it's called the Genesis framework, which again is another $60 that you would need, but it's free through WP Engine. So I highly recommend the StudioPress themes. I actually use one on my site right now. It's super fast for my blog. Again, pair that with WP Engine, you'll have a super fast, responsive website. So there's a couple more recommendations down here. Elementor is a very popular WordPress page builder. It's drag and drop. I also use Thrive Architect in addition to my StudioPress themes for, you know, like sales pages and lead generation stuff. So Thrive Architect is another awesome drag and drop builder. There's probably over 300 different themes inside there as well. So either one of these are very, very good. Again, you're going to pay for them. Thrive Architect isn't too bad. Elementor, I'm not sure the price on Elementor. You can click on that and check it out, but very affordable. So those are the three things. You're going to register your domain today. you're gonna choose a hosting provider, and you're gonna choose a WordPress theme. So there's a little checklist down here: register your domain, sign up for your hosting provider, install the WordPress theme. So those are all the tasks for day number 3. Hopefully that was useful for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day 4.